I love you. However, I'm curious to see what happens when you don't get everything that you think that you want. Because it may be something that you think that you want, but is it for your higher good? And this is like you with whoever this person is. It's something that they have to face within themselves. They know that they don't get this little trinket that just says and does what, like this little doll. There's something about like they want this little doll. They think they want this little doll that's just going to bend to whatever it is, their wants, their needs, their desires. And it's not that you aren't so many amazing things. It's that you're going to challenge that. You're not going to just be like, I love you so much that nothing, I'll give up everything for myself. Like, I don't need anything. I just need you. No, it's about like this balance. We were getting from the very beginning, from part one, the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. Let's be reasonable about this. Let's be stable about this. You will not abandon yourself to be everything that this person's asking you to be. Because they don't even know what that is, that they are really wanting to call it. Because it does feel like your self-esteem is a little bit higher than theirs. It feels like they've kind of used this like trick before to try, and which is kind of it's gross, it's projection, where they've seen results with this. Like they'll lower someone else's like value or worth, or try to, so that they are looked at like the prize in the relationship. And that is definitely a lower vibration, a very codependent kind of energy, a jealous energy. The thing is with you, you don't do that. I'm not saying you have it in the past, like whatever, but that's just not how you're showing up. So they can't show up the way that they have to do this work. They have to know that you're going to be a challenge to them. It's something different. A challenge isn't always something that's like, oh, well, that seems too hard, I need to walk away from it, which is probably what they've done before. With you, though, it's like, why? If I could just learn to bend a little, and like, maybe you could bend a little. And this without abandoning yourselves. So if it's not happening just yet, it's not all because of you. I'm not going to show up and just do the same shit I've always done. I need to heal something before I project that onto my own insecurities. Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. This is the win, right? This is what we go through the battles for, whether that's with another person or the battles, especially with this reading, the internalized battles. This is how we persevere. We work on ourselves. It's not trying to change another person. That's not how we win. That's not how we get, whatever it is that we're wanting in this life. It's what work we do for ourselves, not how we manipulate other people, but how we can almost manipulate our own energy. There's something about manipulation here. And it's like manipulation. Oh, they may be very manipulative. The thing is, you may be a little manipulative too, and don't take that as necessarily a negative. Manipulation, it's a skill. It's a skill that can be used for good or for evil, though. If you're trying to manipulate other people, yeah, okay, that's not cool. But if you're trying to, like, manipulate to get yourself not unalive because you need to make this, like, hostage situation look like you love the person who's holding you hostage, manipulation is a skill that could, be very beneficial to you in the right circumstance. But this is not something where you would even allow someone to come in and try to manipulate you. And they know that. It's not going to work. You would rather give up the connection to them than you would to yourself. I'd rather let you go than lose myself. The Magician. The Magician is, now the Magician in reverse is exactly what we're talking about. The Magician in reverse is a very manipulative energy, and possibly like emotionally manipulative, like in the ways that we don't want for ourselves or to call in. But the Magician upright is like manifesting. It's manipulating the universe to bend to your desires and the things that you want. It's not it's not a negative. It's what you call in, and this is what you've been calling in really fast. It feels like you are on the fast track here. You are the magician. You can create any kind of reality that you so wish. You know this. You've been doing this. And it's like, so if you were able to create everything else with not necessarily ease, but you've been able to, it's like, this is the one thing, like, should I abandon it? Because it's not happening, even though I've done what I know was meant to be done. There is going to be a big shift here. There is the Chariot. And it feels like you had to come to this self-love, like this level of self-love, knowing that you would not abandon yourself for anyone or anything. You, and staying true to who you are, is the most important thing, even if it's met with challenge. The Wheel of Fortune. That's what creates your good luck. The Ten of Swords. It's like you have to... You had to be at this point where you wouldn't abandon yourselves, and now it's time for them to do the work. Whether this is a specific person or just a love in general that you're trying to call in, manifest for yourself. They're closing out some cycles so that you both can move in the right direction together. We're going to part 4 for my TikTok subscribers and YouTube members. The rest of you, you have a wonderful day.